right, it's time for the July book haul. July book haul, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's my new book haul theme song. So first up, there is this kind of lackluster bookstore here called Dollar Book Swap, I believe. It's this giant place, and they order books by the truckload, and there's like all these boxes filled with books that you can't get to, and it just looks like it would have so much, and it's always a disappointment. I almost never find anything there, but it's all cheap. But we did find this. First up, The Black Eagles, Beyond the DMZ, number 7. John Lansing. This is some Vietnam fiction there. Got this Hammond Ennis air bridge. It kind of looks like Lloyd Bridges from Airplane, so that made me happy. This is a Fontana, it's a UK. We got a bunch of Steel, Fugitive Steel, S.L. Hunter. He's the perfect combination of the machine armed with the firepower of a high-tech army. Got another one here, Killer Steel. Oh, this is the first one. Nice. These are in pretty crappy condition, but like I said, very cheap. I got one Gothic. Man, the first time I went to this place, it had so much stuff. And then every time I go there, they have less and less, which is incredible because they have crates of books everywhere. I'll show the video. And they stopped. I think they just started throwing away their paperbacks because they have almost none. It's fucking heartbreaking. So here is Mary Roberts Reinhardt, The Circular Staircase. Beautiful, beautiful cover art. I don't know, I grabbed this one. Headhunter, Michael Slade. I've seen it around. I was just so desperate. You ever been in a store and you're just like, look at all this stuff and there's nothing for me, like seriously? So you just kind of grab something. I don't know, maybe it's cool. If you've read it, why don't you let me know? Shouldn't hate on it. Oh, and I got this Dave Winfield biography, autobiography, right? Yeah. Dave Winfield, he played for the Yankees. Baseball, I've been watching lots of old baseball games on YouTube. Been loving it. I actually watch those more than book videos. Don't tell anybody. So after the disappointment of the Dollar Book Warehouse, whatever, I Googled bookstores near me. Maybe there's a bookstore I don't know of on the north side. And there was. And it's called New and Old Pages. It's in Vandalia. It's a very small place. But it had actually more paperbacks in this very tiny store than it did in that warehouse. And I found this. Holy shit, right? David J. Show, The Kill Riff. I actually, I have this. I ordered it off of Thrift Books, and it came smelling like an ashtray. It's disgusting. It's still disgusting to this day. I bought it 2 years ago. I don't even want to touch it. So I was very thrilled to find a non-smelly version. It's in good condition except for, it's like someone sliced it with a knife. And when I got it originally, this was split. Like you could split it open. I glued it back together. Now no one can tell. So I'll be throwing my cigarette smelly version in the doubles box. Here's another double Taxi Driver. I already had this, but it was very inexpensive, and I've been trading a lot lately, as you'll see in this video. So I need some trading value. Got this Star Trek Timescape. I love the little Timescape logo there. If I see that on there, it's more appealing for some reason. I'm a simple person. I've read the Kobayashi Maru of this series, this era, and it was lots of fun. So, as previously stated in another video, I don't remember which one, we've been really enjoying old Star Trek lately. So we grabbed a couple more, World Without End. The Planet of Judgment. We've all been there, been on that planet. And if you're wondering, Star Trek versus Star Wars, Star Trek all day long, baby. All day long. Not that Star Wars is unenjoyable, but the Destroyer chain reaction, number 34. I don't know. I just got this because of the inappropriateness of it. I have a couple other Destroyers, but I haven't read them yet. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. And then I got this V novelization, I guess. There was a series on television. If you guys have heard of television, there was this TV series back in the 80s called V, about aliens coming, and they were weird looking. And so this is like the Star Trek novels, like it's new stories in that world. All right, so that was that place. Then here's one of the trades I was talking about. This is a trade I did with my buddy channel, Bad Taste Books. We got the Gladiator here. Bloodsport. Fans screamed for it. Crowds cheered for it. They got the ultimate American spectacle in the Gladiator. He has a review of this on his channel. I'm going to go ahead and pop that sucker up there. Right there, I think. So you should go check it out. You should subscribe to him because he's lots of fun. Sometimes he holds the camera upside down unknowingly. It's funny. William R. Dance, Hunger. Oh my God, he sent me an 80s shark book. Look at this thing, it's beautiful. Oh, wrap around. Look at the size of the shark. Look at the little guy. That's impossible. Man, that's awesome. I can't wait to read this thing. I absolutely love shark books, especially from the 80s, especially immediately post Jaws. So yeah, that's a mighty fine score right there. He traded me I got another Scout from my collection, Cheyenne Vengeance. Scout is an adult Western. It's probably my favorite, but it's also the first one I ever read, so I'm that kind of person. The first one's always my favorite. First album, first movie. Horn, Ultimate Weapon. I have another one of these. I think I have the first one. I don't know which one this is in the series. Looks like it's kind of RoboCop type men's adventure, exploitation. Lots of fun. Thank you, Brian at Bad Taste Books. Speaking of YouTube buddies, here's the next book to be featured in the elusive exclusive Book Society collective chat with my buddies Secret Fire and Pulp Mortem, and our special guest this time, Ira from SF Words of Wonder. We will be discussing C.L. Moore's Jarrell of Jory, little sword and sorcery for you. I have read it but can't talk about it yet due to signing a non-disclosure agreement when I signed my name on the Eames contract. So be on the lookout for that on Secret Fire's channel this time around. Since we've already mentioned Pulp Mortem, I did a trade with him. And he sent me these books that he thought I would like. He picked these out for me, except for The Hawk, which I asked for. So I'd say he did a pretty good job. Spell of Seven, Supernatural Stories of Sword and Sorcery, edited by L. Sprague de Camp. Let's just take a look at that cover. Look at the guys in the fire pit. Like they're already in the fire pit, man. Why are you fighting? Warrior versus Wizard. Might fights magic. Yeah, this is like classic. What year is this from? This is 70s? 70s Sword and Sorcery? Does it get better than that era? Oh, 1965? Whoa. Yeah, some of these stories go back to the 30s. Good stuff, thank you. He got me Don Pendleton's Executioner, number 61. He texted me and he was like, I got you some book. There's like this guy riding this elephant, like shooting rifles at these guys. And I was like, yeah, man, that sounds perfect, thank you. Then you got me another Kung Fu featuring Mace, number 3, The Year of the Rat. We are quickly getting all these Kung Fu books. I'm excited. This whole karate, Kung Fu, ninja subgenre I had just been in love with lately, and I am so excited to read more of these. Here is the Hawk I was talking about, one of the ones I was missing. Hawk number 6, The Seeds of Evil. Take a closer look on this one. Oh, we got burning Nazi flags. Oh, we got people hanging. That's brutal. Hawk celebrating, or he's screaming to the sky. I don't know. He's probably celebrating knowing Hawk. There he is, celebrating right there. Great, great shit. Got some horror here, or sound. Arthur Herzog, best-selling author of The Swarm. Terrifying novel of a town caught in the destructive fury of a superquake. Fright that competes with that of the man-eating shark in Jaws. An earthquake that competes with Jaws? I don't know. You're missing something out of there. It's not as scary. Sharks, earthquakes. What's more scary to you, a shark or an earthquake? Put it in the comments. Another one of these timescapes here. The Red Magician. Oh, look at he's happy. He's giving birth. I believe that's a golem. That would be the Star of David right there, right? Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a Jewish village foretelling the Holocaust. Ooh, looks like some kind of historical sci-fi fantasy crossover. Satanic armies. Oh man, this thing's got everything. And in this, I've never seen anything like this before. I've never seen this series. I don't know what it is, but it is perfect. John Perry, the assassin. Fired with an unholy vengeance for law and order, his justice is mean, his method merciless. That's some merciless shit right there. He's stabbing, gun butting that guy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Great stuff. Thank you, Jake. All right, where are we at? Okay. All right, check this out. I got an email from one of the people who follow me here on YouTube, who always leave comments. So I always appreciate it that they leave the comment. They've always got something to say, and it's awesome. It's great. I love it. Thank you so much, Mr. Stiv Nagin. That's his YouTube name. I know his real name, but I don't know if he wants me to say it, so we're not going to say it. But in the email, he said, hey, dude, I sell books, and I got these kind of books that I was just going to take to the thrift shop. You want them? And he sent me a bag of books, a box of books. And it was mind-blowing. Thank you so much. I couldn't believe it. And then, so I said, well, what's your store? Well, where do you sell? You sell online. So he told me the 8 books, and I went there and I bought some stuff too. So some of this is bought and some is in the free box. I will, of course, put his information to his store. It is called Dacron Books on 8 books. You know what? I'll just write it on there because it's going to be easy to remember if you see it. So in the gift box, I got this Dick Tracy, The Secret Files, America's Master Detective and 16 all-new adventures. This is so awesome. I've been wanting to go back and read Dick Tracy. I used to read the comic when I was 8 or 9 or whenever that movie came out and everyone was Dick Tracy crazy, which is probably from this era. So yeah, man, I'm way into this. Good. That's good. Good stuff. Another one in the gift box, Street Lethal, a novel by Stephen Barnes, a road warrior in the LA of the future. This looks like a video game novelization, old Nintendo novelization. Man, that's good. Yeah, post-apocalyptic, ass-kicking. It even looks like he might be doing some kung fu himself. That's good. Good shit. Alien Earth and Other Stories. Edited by Roger Elwood and Sam Moskowitz. Isn't Roger Elwood from the Laser series? I think I'm getting that mixed up. I'll let you know. I'll let you know there. Hey, let's get this bag out of here. It's in the glare. Creating Glare. So this is a McFadden Bartell book, An Alien Worlds. Some sci-fi from 1969. All right. It's got a cool painting. That's for sure. Crystal Phoenix, Michael Berlin, and the Tradition of Clockwork Orange. Wow, that's some mighty high comparison. In the brave new world of angels and procurers, rent-a-death prostitutes will let you sexually abuse them and even hack them to pieces for a fee. In anticipation of your own death, be sure to keep up payments on your life crystal. After you die, you can again enjoy life to the hilt in a very attractive new body with your memories intact. Young body, old memories. Violent death is the ultimate repeatable pleasure. Yikes. What about that? Living out some weird death sex fantasies, huh? Crystal Phoenix, huh? Michael Berlin? You fucking sicko. Alright, cool. Sounds cool. Got a Joe Gall here. The Last Domino Contract, Philip Attlee. Funny thing happened on his way to stop World War III. We got some Joe Galls. I haven't read one yet, though. Oh, that's a great painting. I wonder who did that. From 1976. It's got plutonium. He also sent me these books in these bags. He told me in a comment. He said he really liked these bags. And I gotta say, man, I kind of like my bags. I kind of like my bags better. I appreciate it, though. I do appreciate it. But yeah, I like my crunchier bags. We got Ghost Pilot Anton Emerton. A crack-flying ace returns 40 years after crashing in a blaze of agony. Oh, is it like some Twilight Zone stuff there? Yeah, I don't know. Cool. Some airplane thriller. Some military thriller. Oh, that was a weird noise. Alright, Survive. Evan Lee Heyman. Something in Peace, the incredible saga of 4 men hurled into hells on earth who refuse to die. It's soon to be an exciting motion picture. Have you ever seen Survive? Did they make it? Some of these books it says that and then they never make it. So they got a Russian prison. I don't know. I don't know what it is. 4 guys. Who's gonna survive? Roommate Jacqueline Ween. A terrifying novel of sex and murder. Brilliant surpasses Looking for Mr. Goodbar. I don't know what any of that means. What's Looking for Mr. Goodbar? She knew what she wanted. Looks like a serial killer thing here. Alright, I like the serial killer thrillers. Right, let's see if there's any more in the free section. The gift section. Yes, okay. So these were in the gift section also. So he had some he had first editions of the assignment series that I didn't have because I had mentioned in a video that I wanted earlier editions. So that is very nice of him. And then we got another one, Assignment Carletta Cortez, Edward S. Aaron's assignment series. Nice. Assignment Zoraya. So yeah, I have these, but I have later editions, so it's very cool to have these first ones. The original covers, original fossil gold medals. Assignment Suicide. Oh, it took me a second to figure out what was going on here. I was like, is she dripping? This is like the acid, the LSD assignment. And I really like the premise of this one. Riddle Riddle, Dan Sherman. This is a doppelganger story. I was very interested in the doppelgangers. There's a podcast I listen to called Monsters Among Us Podcast, which is like Coast to Coast AM, where people call in and they tell their ghost stories. And whenever people tell, or not just ghost stories, but all paranormal, whatever. And when people call in and tell the doppelganger stories, it's my favorite. So yeah, man, that's cool. I definitely want to read this sooner than later. And then here are the ones that I purchased. This Fawcett Gold Medal, Woman of Cairo, John Flagg. I love stories set in the Middle East or Northern Egypt. So yeah, that just looked really interesting to me. And as I mentioned, I've been into old baseball lately. And here is a book written by Willie Mays and Jeff Harris, which is like a crime book written by Willie Mays that's about baseball. How cool is that? I don't know how good it is, but when I seen that, I was like, oh man, I gotta read that. I gotta check that out. Willie Mays Hayes. Some rough looking hell strip. Sleaze-ish. It was the city so wicked, even the devil left town. They're in Panama. Cool, also an excellent setting. Oh, she looks like she's nothing but trouble, man. The Enforcer, number 3, Kill City, Andrew Sugar. This is some executioner type stuff. Taking it, one man takes on the mob. Before another cop dies, the Enforcer rips into action. Let's see if he's going up against the mob. Who's taking bets? This is a mob book. Alex Jason, you've just been elected to infiltrate the patrol. They're a vigilante group and they claim to be on the side of law and order. But it's their kind of law and their kind of order that triggers the action. And innocent, concerned men are being tricked into signing their lives away to the patrol. It's a vigilante group, sure. Vigilantes who'd kill a cop as quick as kill a mugger. And they'll kill you, Jason, if they find out who you are. Cell by cell, they'll destroy you just like they are destroying the fabric of this country. Weird how the times have changed, huh? A men's adventure book. This premise, that's kind of heartbreaking, actually. Yeah, it's not the mob. How much money did you lose? How much did you bet? I want to see. I want to see how much you threw down. We got some very cool sleeves here. Wake Up Dead. A tough private eye never expected this cushy assignment to turn into a nightmare. It was in the sleeve section. It's on, who put this out? Papillion Books. I don't think I've ever heard of them. So it is like a private detective, I guess, story. So I don't know if it's a private detective sleaze crossover or just a sleazy sleaze border sleaze. It's stupid. Just make shit up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And here's another one. Oh no, this isn't sleaze. I got this because it's a Monarch. Part of my Monarch collection. Trying to get as many as I can. The Golden Witch. This is the first Monarch that I found that it's not sci-fi or a horror. I know they put out all kinds of stuff, So I'm excited to find more. Excited to check this out. Excellent. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you very much, Stiv. I'm just going to call you Stiv. I really appreciate it once again. His A books is Dacron Books, and there will be a link in the profile, in the description, not in my profile, in the description. All right, next up is the Bookery Fairborn, where they put new stuff out, as mentioned, in all my hauls, and they have dollar sections and then new cool stuff that's more than $1. So we are going to do the dollars first. Great untold stories of fantasy and horror. Warning, do not read these stories alone at night. You may never be the same again. Some Pyramid Books. Oh look, Winston Churchill. H.P. Lovecraft and Winston Churchill. They're buddies, right? Yeah, I don't know some of those names. Interesting. Here's another collection that I've seen around but never bought. But it's $1, so 11 Great Horror Stories. Another HP in there. We got Edgar Allan Poe, Jack Finney, L.P. Hartley, Gerald Kirsch, Bram Stoker, John Collier, A.E. Sanderling, Anthony Mirko, E.E. Evans, Field and Hughes. Oh, it's the Scholastic book. I wonder how old these stories are. Those sounds old. I don't know a lot of those names. This is another one I got for trade. George Simenon, The Bottle of the Bottle. I already got this. Trade money. This is the George Simenon wrote Maigret, the mystery Sherlock Holmes French guy Maigret. I think better than Sherlock Holmes, but it's my opinion. This is a non-Maigret book. This one looked amazing. Space Prison. Marooned on a Hell World. I think I seen someone just reviewed this in a video. I don't remember. Cool. Space Prison. Kind of like the Twilight Zone episode. They put that guy out on the planet all by himself. They give him that robot lady. We got an Ace double Western here. Ambush Reckoning, Clement Hardin, and The Trouble Borrower. I think in my sci-fi Is It Bagworthy video, I got a comment from Steve Nagan that says he wants to see the Westerns next. I told him all I got is adult Westerns. And he said, I need to widen my horizons. So I said, okay, I'll buy some more. Buy some more regular Westerns. Planet of the Dreamers, John D. MacDonald. I have a later edition of this, and I wanted an earlier one. It was a dollar. John D. MacDonald is most famous for writing the Travis McGee series and crime hard-boiled stuff. And I think this is his only sci-fi. I don't know. I was very excited to see this Lion Books book in the dollar section. And I was like, I can't believe, why is this Lion book in there? And I was like, oh, that's why. So it's got ripped off spine. Everything else is there though. I mean, it's still cool, right? Yeah, you'd still buy that for $1. It's all glued together. That's the only bad part about it. That. Oh, look at this. It's prematurely gay. Hey guys, this book is prematurely gay. It's not quite there yet. James M. Fox, Death Commits Bigamy. Dell. Kind of a lackluster cover. It kind of looks like the old movie posters from that time, the 50s. Sorry, it's alright. This one I thought was really cool. One of my favorite books is one of these comic books, which was for young adults. And I know I always say I don't like young adult books, but this is Young Adults from 1930, which are equivalent to adults this day and age. Wagons Westward. This is a Western. I like how it has these boxes here. It shows you stuff going on. Boxing. That'll give me every time. Throw a fist fight in there. So I was pretty excited to get that for $1. And then here's the books that did not cost $1. Very cool looking Western here. Gunswift, T.V. Olson. I wish I was manly enough to wear a jacket like that. I feel like I'd just look ridiculous. Man, cool cover, cool cover. Fawcett Gold Medal. Say who does it? No. 1960. I Came to Kill, Gordon Davis. His E. Howard Hunt pseudonym. We love E. Howard Hunt. So we got it. I'm getting quite the collection of his books. Like I said, I haven't said it yet. I haven't put the video together, but I just did a review video of one of his books, and I kind of go into his background, and I want to get his books about him and do an actual just E. Howard Hunt video on his life and his writing, mostly. Focus on his writing, not so much the political and conspiracy stuff, but obviously that'll be in there. Beyond the 13th Sun by Mark Walden. I had seen this one for a while, and I was like, I don't know. But then I was like, you know what? I'm never going to see it again. It's a Carousel Books. In the, I forget if it's the City if it's the City issue of Paperback Fanatic, where he has the list of Carousel books, and it's called Carousel of Crap, and it's the entire run. And it just cracks me up. I only have one other one, and it was really bad. So I was like, oh man, I gotta check this out, because if it's that bad, I want to read it. Why would I read a bad book? I don't know, but I want to. We got an upgrade on our Aleister Crowley Moonchild book. The one we got at Half Price Books didn't have a back cover, and it was like $9. And look at that, we got it for $5, and it has a back cover. So that is very cool. Our copy will go into the trade box if anyone's interested. These are mostly my wife's here at the end, but we're going to show them anyway. Complete Book of Witchcraft. A master of the occult reveals the forbidden secrets of sorcerers, witches, warlocks, and satanic rites. She's got quite the collection of occult paperbacks. Here's another one. I'll show this one first. Witchcraft, Mysticism, and Magic in the Black World. And lastly, she got the Star Trek's The Trouble with Tribbles. And I told her this isn't the episode, you know. This is a book about that episode. It's not a novelization. She's like, I don't care, I want it. It's like, okay. I don't know. I would read the novelization, but I don't know if I would be into reading this big fat book about the making of The Trouble with Tribbles. I don't know, kind of like sucks the fun out of it, right? We made a quick stop to Bell Book and Comic, and I got another copy of Fade Out. It was $1. I'm going to send it to Brian at Bad Taste Books because he said he liked my other one from the last book haul. There you go. There you go, Brian. Fade Out. You got your own. Danis, The Prisoner of Regliafium by Mike Sirota. This is a Manor book. Just thought it looked really 70s, 60s cool. Stranger in a Strange World. I guess it's kind of like a gore. Yeah, they even mentioned gore on the back. There you go. I do like that cover. I like those colors. We got an excellent horror book. You don't find too many of these 80s horror books out anymore. Kenneth Gerard, Altered Egos. This is about a killer dummy. A killer dummy 80s horror book on Pinnacle. This is going to be either really awesomely bad or really bad. I'm shooting for awesome bad, obviously. That's our favorite. Killer Dummy, man. Yeah, that's cool. Excited. And then I got this Fritz Lieber horror collection, Night Monsters. It's a Panther, UK. Excellent artwork. Gallery of Horror. I've never seen anything by Fritz Lieber that was not a sci-fi book. So we got it. What are we at? Where are we at? All right, last physical store. I went to Bonnet's. I went there and I did a interview with him. So we got the history of Bonnet's, and that's another video that I am working on putting together at the moment. It's going to be very cool, showcasing more of the store, walk around it, hear the history. His grandpa was a pulp writer, and he wrote the movie Satan in High Heels. I don't know. You'll see. It's going to be rad. We got Edward S. Aaron's standalone non-assignment series, Come Back My Love, on a ship. I like the idea of ships. I find it romantic. The water. I don't think I would like to be on one, though. Lobo 1, James N. Pruitt. Savage soldiers in a private war that will sacrifice their lives if the price is right. So it's like a mercenary book. Vietnam. Yeah. So kind of another Vietnam subgenre. The Penetrator, number 39, Cruise into Chaos. I don't know what to say. It's cool. Mark Harden battles brutal thieves on the high seas. I think that I have some penetrators. I don't know. I like nothing phallic about the name of this series, guys. Get your minds out of the gutter. Some more westerns, broadening my horizons. A stolen 45 and a hardcore of guts were his only weapons. The Running Gun by Robert McLeod. That is cool. And got the Marty Robbins song running through your head while you read it. Yeah, I'm way into that. This will probably, I don't know, that other Western one, the guy has a cool jacket on. I'm going to read one of them. I'm going to read a real Western, not just an adult Western. Let's see. We got the Outlaw Bunch, Lee Florin. A band of outlaws came out of hiding to fight the toughest ranch war of them all. So it's kind of like Young Guns, right? Cattle Ranch. Billy. Dirty Steve. Chavez. I don't know. It just looked violent, and that makes my day. Got another Black Eagles. I believe this is number 1. Hanoi Hillground, right? Yeah, I think so. So we got the number 1 Black Eagles score. And we got this cute little spy book, The Ace of Spies. Look at this little Ken doll inside of this Ace of Spades. Look at that drawing. Who put that on there? I want to talk to the art department. This is Award Books. I don't know Award Books. I might have something by them. I just don't realize it. Who dealt this mess? Universal Publishing and Distributing Corporation. I don't know. Award. Hell yeah. And then we got 2 sleaze books here. Search for a Lover. I can't explain it. I've never felt so anxious for a lover in my life as I have lately. It's Kind of sugar daddy thing going on there. She's busting out. She had little or no feeling for conventional behavior. To conform to do what everyone else did was not for her. She had always done as she pleased without hesitation or fear of what other people might think. This is a Merit book. Adult reading. Then we got Secret Sins, Ruth Lambert. In books. UG, what does that say? UG. Neva? I don't know. Shit, I don't know what this publisher is. Anyway, Secret Sins. My Secret Sins. Dolly Carter knew, even as a teenager, that she was more strongly sexed than other girls. The things she thought and dreamed about were so unnatural that she felt she must be a freak. Then Dolly decided to conquer her secret sins by bringing them into the open. Whether Dolly really did all these things she claims, only she and her strange companions know. But one thing is sure, you will find her story bizarre and compelling. I don't know. Doesn't sound very compelling. All right, dirtballs. And then last up, Kenyatta's last hit, Al C. Clarke, Donald Goines. Speaking of videos I already recorded, I just recorded a review of Donald Goines' first Kenyatta book. I'm so excited. It's so good. I was so excited. I went online and I ordered this first printing of the last book in the series. And I think, I think this is ushering in a new era of paperback collecting here, where I think I'm going to start specifically looking for the books I want and ordering them. I'm still going to go out, I'm still going to buy random stuff, but I'm going to put a little more focus on completing series that I want and paying a little bit more for stuff that's harder to find, like this. Find my Ninja Masters, Black Samurais, etc. I paid $30. I'm always bragging about the dollar one, so I'll just tell you when I took a hit of $30. No regrets. So here's our bonus. Oh, well, I guess this is a book, right? It's not a paperback, but my wife got the official guide to the X-Files. I believe this was in the Dollar Book Warehouse. The X-Files is one of the best shows ever, so that's cool. She got 2 VHS, Howling and the Real Ghostbusters, the cartoon. Look at the artwork on this. This is just one episode. Look at the artwork they put into that. That's crazy. I can't believe that a VHS had one episode on it. They used to sell this, and it was like a lot of money for back then. Howling. Love werewolves. Love The Howling. One of my favorite bad movies is I think it's The Howling 5, where they go to the castle and it's like a mystery, like they're locked in, and it's like a Agatha Christie, which one's the werewolf? And it's very cheesy, but it's one of my favorites. I think it's called The Rebirth. And then I got these two records. Oh, I'm gonna have to zoom out. Hold on. We got oh my God, has this been in the shot the whole time? Whatever. So we got the Sherlock Holmes, the Pearl of Death. This is basically the movie. It's not the soundtrack. I love the Basil Rathbone, Nigel Bruce version of Sherlock Holmes. It's actually the only Sherlock Holmes that I enjoy. I'm not really a big fan of the books, but I do love these movies, especially the later ones. There's like 16 of them or something. It's crazy. You guys want to hear my Nigel Bruce, Dr. Watson impersonation? Herr Holmes! Herr Holmes! We don't eat fish and chips. We don't like fish and chips. I like his guffaw. He's always guffawing. Okay, that's enough of that. So that's cool. So yeah, that's great. I collect these records that are the old radio shows. So we got the Inner Sanctum here. original radio broadcast of The Inner Sanctum. 2 complete radio dramas. This one has Elixir number 4 with Richard Widmark and Birdsong for a Murderer with Boris Karloff. What's cool about these types of records is they're usually pretty cheap. People don't care. This one was $8, but I thought that was a little much. But I wanted it, so I bought it. And that's it. That is everything. Thank you for watching. I'm very excited because we are buying a house. So the next book haul video will be in the new house. And it'll probably be a much smaller book haul because we won't have any money. But that's alright. I'll be able to make videos more though. Yeah, so like, subscribe, all that. Follow all my friends. Later.